Every single time I get in this car, I get tailgated. Last night, someone almost rear-ended the back of the McLaren, and they crashed moments later. If you have not seen that video, make sure to check it out. It was a very frightening moment, I gotta say, and it is online on our secondary YouTube channel. Racing brakes, it's fun. Everyone looks at me, they don't know what's going on, but it's racing brakes. Don't say anything, it's fine, the car is not broken. The video's on our secondary YouTube channel, that being called Speed Phenom Exotics. Make sure to check it out. I think it's a drunk driver. Please don't drink and drive or drive recklessly, because you put other people at danger. And if you wonder what happened again, make sure to click above on top of the screen right now to be taken directly to that video. Anyways, so today a lot on the agenda, a lot to talk about. Everyone look at me, squealing racing brakes. Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. Today we have a lot to talk about in the sense of all the new cars coming out and breaking down a lot of things that we're seeing on the news and elsewhere. And now, as many of you know, we're starting to see more and more electric cars enter the scene, and the scene that being becoming fast. And we have the all-new Tesla Model S Plaid, straight out of the movie Spaceballs. If you guys know what I'm talking about, they're going Plaid. And right there, exactly what I'm talking about, a Ford Mustang Mach-E. They're everywhere, I'm seeing them everywhere. Wannabe Mustangs. Tesla right there, Tesla down there. They are absolutely everywhere, and every single one I see is finished in white. Now, I've been getting tons of comments. Speed Phenoms, to sell your McLaren. Get rid of that car. It's not so good. Trust me, 99.99999% of people who say that about these kinds of cars have never been in one or driven one. Same can be said to any of the performance car coming out, because I'm seeing comment sections everywhere of like, why would you buy an SF90? Or why would you buy a GT500 track pack? Because the Plaid will destroy it. The Tesla Model S Plaid. It's really funny to me. It really is. There's so much more to a car than just accelerating fast off the straight line, you know, going down a quarter mile. Even though Dodge may say otherwise with all their Hellcats and Demons and Red Eyes and Durango Hellcats and Cherokee Hellcats. And anyways, though, there's more to a car than accelerating, and that is what I want to talk about regarding the new Plaids coming out. Alright, here we are, just pulled off the main road, but anyways, getting out, we have a lot to talk about. Love these carbon doors. Makes it so easy to get in and out. But anyways, so everyone is talking about electric cars right now, huh? We have all the mandates coming out for the future in California, 2035, I think it is. They're saying no more gas cars, get them off the streets. Here's where it gets funny. A friend of mine told me to check out the Tesla website on the Plaid, because there's some pretty funny stuff on it. And I got to this one page, they even posted this on Instagram. It says, so the Tesla Model S Plaid has no stocks, no shifters. The Model S is the best car to drive and the best car to be driven in. And that instantly clicked in my head, because when you see the Teslas everywhere and you hear about them on the news, there's a lot of just deceit, I think, out there, and misconceptions of what's really going on. Here's the deal. A lot of what you hear online is not particularly the case, because when you look at that advertising statement, Tesla says black and white, right? Our car is the best car to drive and the best car to be driven in. You don't see McLaren say that about any of their cars, or Porsche, or Ford, or Dodge, Chevy, nothing like that, right? That's just not how it works. And then you start seeing how the Plaid does a 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds. Then you read into that, and it says 1 foot rollout. Tesla Plaid is an incredible car. I mean, it can accelerate super hardly, but I could never buy one right now, and I know many of you feel the same way, because even though you can go order it, it's not like hard to get. With that being said, it is something that just doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't interest me, and that is the most important thing I want to talk about, because when you look at the Plaid, and really any electric car I've driven, there's just no personality. There's no soul with those cars. Now, even Tesla says it's the quickest production car ever made. They don't tell you the full truth. Just because a car can accelerate down the quarter mile extremely quickly, faster than really any other car, except for the Rimac, didn't beat that. But that doesn't tell the full story, because you put the Tesla Plaid on a racetrack and this will beat it. Also, the Phenom will beat it. Any other track car that is focused, like the GT2 RS, would beat it, GT3 RS. It just keeps going like that because there's more to a car than straight line acceleration. And that is why I bought this. If I wanted the fastest accelerating car possible, I would have kept my 1,000 horsepower GT500 Super Snake, but I didn't. And that's for good reason. Now, the acceleration with Teslas, I find, is kind of like a one-trick pony, because you'll get that instant boost, right? You'll be thrown back in your seat and the experience is honestly unreal. And then after that quarter mile, or after that stoplight to stoplight acceleration, what is there really else to it? The chassis, the fundamentals of how it's engineered, it's not developed with the mindset of Formula One technology, nothing like that. For example, this is a mid-engine vehicle. The engine is placed right here for the optimum weight balance, but Teslas and those electric cars have great weight balance with all the batteries on the floor, giving a very low center of gravity. However, you see all the wings, right? You see the side skirts. Also, the full race-inspired interior with the carbon fiber and Senna seats, the roll bar out back, and the carbon tub floor, so you can have a super stiff chassis and also be lightweight. This car weighs well over 1,000 pounds less than a Tesla. This wing is here for a reason, that being downforce. These blades right here are here for a reason, help diffuse all the turbulent air behind the wheels and also stabilize the car at high speed with that incredible race-inspired diffuser. The suspension, the massive brake calipers, and the front end downforce. There's a lot more to a car than making it accelerate in the fastest way possible. For example, look at the fastest straight line cars in the world, right? We have top fuel drag cars. Are they necessarily fast on the racetrack? No, they can't corner. Also, you have like the Hellcats or the Super Stocks. Those vehicles can't go fast on track. It's about a balance, and that balance is not found in any of the Teslas. 109 degrees. Oh my gosh, what is happening? I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it to prove a point. Now, I wrote down some pretty key points. If you look at European cars, right, the fastest cars around the Nürburgring, do they care about straight line acceleration? Not really. You don't hear AMG bragging about the AMG Black Series going quarter mile in 10 seconds or so. You don't hear about Porsche bragging about the quarter mile or straight line speeds of their Porsche GT3s and GT2s. The point of the matter is this. When it comes to straight line acceleration, that is a second thought for brands like McLaren. Even though they talk about it, that is not their prime objective. So their objective is making a car as balanced and predictable and fun around a racetrack, making every part of the car come together as one to go corner to corner. The reason I'm not such a big drag racer is because I do that non-stop at the track. Every single straightaway, I'm braking super hard, trying to take a corner as fast as I possibly can, sometimes sliding out of it. But on each straightaway, I'm going all out, and those are my drag strips. I can get, let's say, 4 or 5 drag strips per one lap of a track, like Laguna Seca. So there's a lot more to it, I think, and electric cars haven't quite gone there yet, because you can't track an electric car. The battery will run out, and then what do you do after that? These cars, you can keep putting gas in it, and they can run forever and ever. Same goes for like a GT3 or a GT350R Mustang. So European brands, they could care less, but the American manufacturers, like Chevrolet and Ford, they aren't so inclined as Tesla and Dodge are to making straight line accelerating vehicles. When I read comments that say, what's the point of buying a new C8 Z06, a Tesla Model S Plaid will destroy it, it's a way better car. I chuckle, and I'm still chuckling about it. The point is this: it's cheaper to make a car go fast in a straight line than it's go on the racetrack. That's just a fact, plain and simple. It's cheaper and easier. You can turn any car on this planet faster than the Plaid or even the Demon, in the sense of buying, let's say, a Volkswagen bus or a Beetle, let's say even a Dodge Dart. You can make anything fast in a straight line. But when you start taking corners fast, that's where everything changes. The main point is for me though, and I wonder what you guys think as well, when I get inside this car, the entire thing, it shakes, it vibrates, it rumbles. it feels connected to me. It's got an entire chorus. It's got drama. I hear noises. It intimidates me. It also makes me feel like I'm out driving a car on a special occasion. The electric cars are really meant to simplify and autonomize your daily life. I don't want to buy a McLaren for that. I want to buy it for the thrill and enjoyment of having my own like Formula One car on the street. I don't want to play video games with my McLaren. I stayed home for that. I get in this car to get out of that world and into a new one. A world of going fast and enjoying the moment. There's suspense in this car. There's intimidation. There's soul. When I get inside an electric car, even if you put on noises, and people joke about how you can add noises to an electric car, such as like a gas car, it's not the same. It's like sitting in an elevator, having no elevator music or turning on elevator music. Does that make the experience any better? No. It doesn't have the soul. The latest thing I want to talk about is that the Plaid did a 128.2 lap time at Laguna Seca Raceway with Randy Pope's driving. They're talking about how the Plaid is right up there next to the Senna and the GT2 RS in terms of lap times. It's funny because my friend did a 128 or 7 in a 765 LT. I'll put on the screen exactly what he did. But the car that did it in was an entirely race-prepped Plaid. It had full-on slicks, racing suspension, racing wheels, racing brakes, a bigger front splitter than what you see on a Global Time Attack car, a wing that looks as big, if not bigger, than a Dodge Viper ACR, a stripped out interior. The car was not the same as stock. So their absolute race car did a 128. If you compare apples to apples, a race car C8, that being the C8R, which has 500 horsepower, runs a 120 lap time at Laguna Seca. They're nowhere near the gas cars. The Senna GTR, that would be even faster. That'd be the same comparison, right? That's on slicks as well. That's a racing vehicle based on a production car. If you put the same tires that the Plaid has, that being slicks, on 80 of the production cars that's right next to you, it's slower than, those cars would be faster. Even this car. So it's really, really funny what I see out there. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. Please let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of what I've talked about in today's video? I just had to make it because it's just getting so out of hand. It's getting so funny reading these comments. I gotta share my personal opinion. I do like electric cars, but it's very funny to me when I hear about how there's no point to buy a Z06 or a McLaren or these other cars. A lot of people don't realize there's more to a car than straight line acceleration and going 2 seconds, 0 to 60, stoplight to stoplight. I don't find that much fun in that. I find fun in going fast around a racetrack, maneuvering a car at its limits, drifting it, learning it, with every component working in harmony, and having endurance going lap after lap in crazy conditions like this. Anyways, make sure to subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.